Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. I do have both DLC packs, but we're not using any of them for now, so it doesn't mess up this intro cutscene. I won't be showing that off for the rest of Hats Off to You. Welcome to this new sub-series. Technically, this is episode 3 of the playlist, but this is the proper episode 1 we're using our dedicated logo that we have made for this actual mod showcase. Why not actually have a mod to showcase the mod showcase? We want to go to Misk here, because me and on our Discord, Pedra21, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway, have made this asset replacement of the logo. As you saw, it replaced it on the title screen. It is on Steam. You can download it if you want. It's also been having a slight, well, the animation that you've seen for the Hats Off to You logo is a little bit static at the moment, but it is a lot more less jumpy than what it is actually on the Steam Workshop trailer, the video that I have unlisted for that specific page, so you can see how it works, how it replaces things. And at some point, as you see here on screen, Pedra21 is assisting with this mod in the animation department. He's going to clean it up just a bit more and actually have the characters move around like it does on the Hat in Time logo. It's literally just a solid swap. The only thing that we had breaking on it before was that it didn't work on the loading screens. It reverted. Now, if you disable it, it will still be the Hats Off to Your logo, so it's still not 100%, but really, if you're going to disable it or re-enable it, reload the game. It's the best way that I can suggest. If you're going to enable it or disable it, close down the game, and it'll work. So it's not 100%, but then again, this is also the very first logo asset replacement mod that has been on the Steam Workshop, as far as I'm aware, so breaking new ground by showing off my own bloody mod. Yeah, I know, it's kind of ridiculous, really. Of course, we've covered most of these from the 2 bonus episodes, because, you know, we've been making actual progress in terms of, like, getting achievements for the 100% plus of the walkthrough standpoint, but here we're just getting mod tokens that is exclusively mods, and that's the, well, that's the whole point of this Hats Off to You mod showcase. However, we're going to be starting things off a little bit, let's just say that the road has been paid for us, because there's already a new challenge road. I did the last episode, the bonus 2, right before this actual video that I'm recording here, which was the first challenge road, and that was pretty much my launch to get into this, because we're going to be covering all the rest of the challenge modes in this, because you only have to beat one in order to get an achievement, which is why it's part of the main story, or the main let's play. But here, we're just going to be doing every other one that comes across, as long as I don't miss them, or if I'm able to actually do so. So, I want to go talk to this guy. And yes, we have a new challenge road. Now, if you do beat this, like I said, a new trophy will appear next to the trophy that we already have in the corner of the screen. You can build them all up. These are like Slapfest, they run off. I've said all this before in the last video, but basically what we're going to be doing is going through this. Acts like a Death Wish. You have 3 lives in order to get through the whole lot, and if you lose all 3 lives, then you have to do all 3 again. It's basically like a level gauntlet. Uses all elements from Death Wish, as well as the time pieces, not being normal time pieces, but I can't remember what they actually classified, but the Snatcher pieces, and you don't actually get a mod rift token for completing them, but the graphic will still come on screen, because in order to get the actual timepiece, you've got to play the level not in Challenge Road, so you've got to play the level again outside of Challenge Road if you want to get the mod token. I can do that in my own time, so that's a thing. Also, if you remember in bonus 2 for the Let's Play, there was actually something that was pretty much what I would consider to be part of the main game, and that is the Diary Plus mod. Now, when we checked it in the last episode, it didn't track my storybook pieces that I got during the Let's Play, because I didn't have the mod at the time. The mod has to be in the game in order to track the pages. The game doesn't track the pages. You have to grab them again if you want to view the storybook. Well, I've gone in my own time to go get them all. Obviously, all the rest of them are from Death Wish or from the Yakuza, so the other 2 are from the 2 DLCs, so obviously I don't have those on this particular file as of yet, because we haven't done that in the main Let's Play yet, but that is why I look like Nico in comparison to the end of the last episode, because that's pretty much what happened. So, For most of these videos, obviously, we are going to be doing level showcases, as I've said before, but in this particular case, we are kind of railroaded into the challenge road because this takes the utmost priority, because if we don't do it, we miss out on trophy. And to be honest, what a hell of a mod to start off with. Operation Rerail. Of course, I've played these on my own file to get the trophy on my own personal file, so these technically will not be blind. Of course, if I've played the mod before, in my own time, before doing this series, it won't be blind. For the majority of these videos will be blind in terms of the levels. But in this case, I've already done these, but what a hell of a first mod to start off with. The last one's kind of just... it's funny as well, because it kind of... I said about you got to do like a 3 levels in a row. Apparently, it's just random on how many levels they are. It's just decided, but you still only have 3 lives to do them all in one. But the final one's more of just a tack on than anything else, because it's quite short. So, I mean... yeah, and you're going to see why this is so good. Of course, if you haven't got them, you need to download them. If you press play and you haven't got them, they will download automatically. So without further ado, let's start our first episode of Hats Off to You on a high note. Let's play. And there's my logo in the corner, because why not have the logo of the project in the project? I'm going to be quiet now, because we've got 40 animated cutscenes with voice acting.
Brought you here because you're the best of the best, okay? I've got a mission for you, Loss. You're the only one who can do it. I do it myself, but my back ain't what it used to be. Obviously, you'll do it, right? Because I've nabbed one of your thingamajigs again from your ship.
Huh?
Cheeky.
So, here's my situation. Here I was, just jumped off at the train station to take a leak.
Pleasant.
That belongs to the boss. Huh? Hey, stop that! Are you sure? It's a big one. No!
What? What the what? Me train! Next thing you know, some feline hooligans stole my train. My train. So that's why I brought you here, Lassie. I need you to return my baby. I've located where they brought it, and it seems they've gone underground in an old dead-bird metro station. So, let's begin Operation Rerail.
What a phenomenal cutscene. That was all fan-made, and I believe you can skip it by holding the A button, so they've taken that into account as well. And a new area, Deadbird Metro, using Neokuza Metro elements for the cutscene as well. Of course, you need the DLC. I've deactivated it, but I've got it, so all you need to do is own the DLC, even if it's enabled and disabled for these particular mods. If you don't have the mods, you can't do the challenge road if it has the mods that require the elements in them, but my lord, expertly made. And of course, we got 3 lives remaining because we're playing it in the challenge room. But yeah, what a hell of a note to start on. I mean, I should have been wearing Miko's hat for that cutscene. So, but yeah, I mean, conductor, we probably would have helped you anyway, considering that in my particular file, I helped the conductor and fought DJ Grooves. So I probably would have helped you anyway if you didn't blackmail me. But we all know that he loves his train, despite him putting a bomb onto it that we had to stop, and he threatened us that, oh yeah, if we blow up, it's your fault. It's like, thanks. But at the same time, it's like, you could have just asked. You didn't have to like go all the way up to my spaceship, somehow nick a timepiece out of the vault again somehow. Well, then again, the vault is useless, and blackmail us to do this. We would have done it anyway. I mean, that's the reason why we play the mod, isn't it? But yeah, no, I like how it's all, they were all custom lines. I don't think they're from the original voice actor, far from it, but it's really well done. Comfy bench 10 out of 10. So we're getting some more Neokuza spoilers here, but whatever. I mean, this is a separate mod series, so I shouldn't really be saying that, really. So we're going to have a little look around. There's actually no collectibles to grab in this mod. It's quite railroady. Get it. Have you read the papers? Some crazy cat lady called the Empress is going around causing trouble for everyone, and there's something valuable. She's a thief. I bet she's even planning an attack against the conductor. This train is filled with goodies. I tell you, it's only a matter of time. Hey kid. Hey kid, you feeling alright? You look kind of pale. You know something, don't you? Ah, well, if you played the Yakuza DLC, you would know, because we would have previous experiences. Yeah, for the plot of this level, you would have to pretty much play, complete the Yakuza DLC chapter in order for the story here to make sense. Still, what a hell of a... Yeah, another hell of a way to start off with. Got more of these Miiverse posts. I still don't know how you do them. But yeah, it's... Another way to start on is that we're pretty much playing this out of order in terms of the Let's Play. Hey there. Have you come to take the train too? Seems to be late today. Don't know why. I like how this is like a very jazzy theme. It's basically what you hear before you actually pull the trigger in Train Rush. So it's a very excellent use of already used assets. Nanokin? What even is that? Is that some kind of video game JRPG with a great story, has interesting characters, contains intense battles, crazy customization for up to 16 million different combinations of parts, all wrapped up inside a beautiful world inside with filled with areas of all different from each other? Wait, what the minute? What did I just say that? Follow Nanokin at Twitter, Studio Engine. Yep. Shameless self-promotion. I could not word that for some reason. So, shameless self-promotion right there. I mean, if you're going to make a mod that is that good that people are going to play and then explore and talk to all the people, you might as well. But there you go, you know who made this. Someone help, I can't stop, what's happening? That's kind of funny. I like how it's also quite witty on how it's implemented, so I can forgive it just for the chuckles alone. Flora's personal best record. 10 out of 10 from me, best metro ever. So that dude's the one who cleaned the floor. He must be the janitor. Even though they're all dressed the same. Very dapper, I will say. What have you got to say? I wonder what the conductor's been up to lately. Probably writing more movie scripts, I assume. There have been many rumours of a script that takes place deep in the north, in the coldest of places. Actions and twists at every corner. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Probably in the Alps. Alpine skyline. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Who knows if the movie will ever get realised, though? Well, you never know. You never know. I mean, in fact, this is actually pretty perfect for me to be Nico right now. It's like we're in the refuge or something. This is too perfect. I set this up too well, and it was kind of unintentional. Oh, shit. That would have ruined everything. Why are they playing cat ads in Deadbird Metro? Doesn't make any sense. Wait. What if they're trying to brainwash us into becoming cats? Oh, no! You know, considering that the conductor's train is quite old-fashioned, and yet there is a very, like, more modern metro station for Deadbird Studio, actually kind of makes sense, because the conductor's old-fashioned, he likes his old-fashioned thing, it helps for his set pieces, for, well, there it is right there, for his westerns, it's actually quite fitting, so he would have an out-of-place train.
Hey!
So the setup actually makes a lot of sense.
Huh? Hmm?
She is not amused. You don't mess with Hat Kid. Right, so as we can see here, we can actually see that the train is being pulled on a train. So we're going to have to hookshot our way on it here, which I wish we could do at any moment. And pretty much ride the train. And for some reason I always get hit here, and I don't know why.
Alright, Lassie, I see you're busy doing absolutely nothing. But if you don't mind helping me with this wee little problem, that'd be right grand. This mutt has stolen my picking train, and I... What? Is it cat? It's all the same. These animals are all savages.
That's rude.
Listen, boss, don't fall behind. Stay on the train at all costs, you hear? I'm counting on you to put a stop to this little head-ball-huffing kitty cat scheme.
Yep, they even use elements from Seal the Deal, the Arctic Cruise, because that's the same graphic that the captain talks to you with. So that's pretty sweet as well. And of course, you want the time stop hat if you can't make these jumps. Touch the signs from the Yakuza, and they will hurt you. So you got to pretty much time your jumps. It's pretty much like an obstacle course. Crouch under that one, you'll be safe. Got a double jump over this one. You're kind of affected by momentum, so if you hold forward when you jump, you are going to get a massive boost of speed. And I just took that hit for the team. I took that one as well. That's not exactly good. I'm already failing. I'm normally a lot better than this. I missed that. That's not good. Okay. thankfully, we've got a... Wait, do I have the magnet badge on? No, I don't. I would like that on, please. Let's take that off and put in the magnet badge. Because I want to get this.
Good, Lossie. Keep it. Hold on. Picking ground is shaking. What's happening? Watch out for falling debris.
Yep, so now we got to dodge rocks. So this is quite awesome. I like how there's also enough time. And he's implemented enough time in between the obstacles for the voice lines to, like, for the voice acted lines to go off. It is so well made. And I haven't had any, like, performance problems in this at all, except for the... Oh yeah, these ones are shockwaves. I haven't had any performance issues in this mod at all, except for when you spawn on the train. I always seem to void out during the loading on the black screen and take a hit. And I don't know why. Apparently my brother, Master Aaron, was able to bypass that by just continuously mashing the jump button. But I forgot to do that, so... I started off with a bit of a handicap there, but if you didn't know, that's technically intended at this point. So if that can be patched, this would be perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. Of course, if you don't think you're going to make it, you want to use the time stop hat, or use the sprint hat in order to make it. I try to stay ahead as much as possible, to be perfectly honest. Oh, how did I bonk? Okay, I'm slowing down time for that. I seem to bonk on nothing there. Bit of a couple of heart ponds there, very helpful. I think we're going to get to another bit of a cutscene in a minute. Well, if you can call it a cutscene, it's on the fly, it's on the radio. Oh, what? That was at the very edge. Come on. That was just about to fade out.
I think those earthquakes have calmed down. Who is she?
Here it comes!
She must be after all my cargo. I'll never let her get her hands on it. Just keep moving, Loss, and we'll find a way to stop these ruffians once and for all.
Again, expertly timed with the voice acting, the lines, the explosion. It's just so well done. And we're fighting the Empress right now with, I believe, custom AI. I don't know if this is a thing or not, because I haven't actually beaten the Yakuza DLC yet in my own personal file. But yeah, she's sniping us with rockets that track us. I mean, to be honest, because we're on a moving platform that's going toward her, when she fires, if you don't move, she won't actually hit you, but because you've got to dodge all the other stuff, do not move behind you when she fires, because that's when she'll catch you out. So we just gotta keep our wits about us and dodge where necessary. Grab these ponds. See, you don't want to move backwards when she fires. That's the bad thing. This is a cutscene, by the way. I can't do anything here. Okay. So it moves us back a bit, which is actually very nice, because now she's changed up her pattern. If you've played the boss of the PlayStation version of Rayman 2, you know what to do here. Just dodge the projectiles as they come through. The smoke does not hurt you. So once you dodge the initial rocket, you're fine. And she'll start using a barrage of rockets and other stuff. It'll pretty much just pile up like a Death Wish boss, but a lot more fair in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know if my opinions on Death Wish are going to leak out during this. I guess we'll find that out as we go. Yeah, but I'll try not to spoil anything for the main Let's Play. Except for the fact that if elements are used, I'll let you know. So yeah, this... Oh yeah, she throws grenades here, so you got to dodge the explosions. They're pretty big! Pretty much the same size as, well, a cherry bomb, effectively, so you just want to avoid them. Of course, that's why I've been having the time stop out. I skidded on the spot. And that was not good. I have been able to do this without dying at all, but I've taken quite a bit of damage this time. I didn't actually see that. Grab these two. Jump over here. I thought it was safe. I can't actually see what I'm doing because there's so much smoke. Well, I managed to do it. I actually want to go a little bit... Oh, there, we just done it.
Did you think you'd get out?
Nope! Just whack that. That's not good.
Keep running, child. You're not...
Yep, nope, that's not happening to me. Even though we can somehow go through the rock anyway, because that was just weak, so...
You got her good, Loss! Who is she, anyway? Do you know her? Oh, right, the train. Make your way to the front of the train. The bandits must be there.
I don't know if there's supposed to be the conductor's image there or anything, but it's not really that big of a problem. We already know he's the only one talking to us on the radio. But yeah, the Emperor's just kind of died a bloody death there. if this is supposed to take place after our escape from the Yakuza, then that's kind of interesting. And this is not the conductor's ship, if you've realised. The conductor's ship was on a trailer, if you saw when we were going through this. So we've obviously the train that's holding the train is coupled to another train, if that makes any sense. The train's on a trailer and it's got cabs behind and front. So we're pretty much going through the train right now in order to get to the front, turn it off, which stops the cat that pulls the train. I don't know. Getting a little bit of lag here, little frame rate drops from my computer. Like I said, my computer's not the best. That's the problem when it comes to PC gaming for me. Not big of a problem though, because it's still running smooth. I still can see what I'm doing. There we are. This area is done and dusted. And we've got one final area to go before we have a certain little boss area. I don't know if this is a problem with the mod. I don't know if this is supposed to actually carry you or not, but it's just a visual thing. So, I mean, the reason why I say that is because this looks like a bit of a platforming challenge. But it's kind of mitigated because it don't push you. But that may be a fix. Like I said, it's very good for a mod. It's just got, like, just a couple of, little polish. A little bit of polish here and there would be necessary.
Here they are. These are the stinking felines who stole me, baby. Teach them a good lesson, will ya?
If you hear me mashing a button when I'm jumping, I'm trying to home attack these guys. This is another little teeny-weeny issue that could use a bit of polish with this mod. I don't know if these guys are supposed to be, if this is normal for Yakuza or anything. So this is just my opinion. I'm just trying to get the right hat. I've gone the complete wrong way from my thing. The only way I found out when hitting them is by either trying to whack them with your umbrella, which, as you saw there, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You can't use your homing attack, so just use the brewing hat to hit them. Because for whatever reason, they treat like NPCs for certain attacks, but other attacks no. And the brewing hat pretty much one-shots them anyway, so if you can land the hit, he just jumped out of the way. They're quite nimble. I mean, they're cats, what do you expect? Did I get him? No, I didn't get him. Did I get him? I got him. Okay, so, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. And like I said, there could be, like, holes behind the doors. I don't know if that doesn't seem to happen in the main game, but when you go through, you could walk through the walls. That's not a problem.
The brake lever! Pull it, Loss, quick!
And we're done! I will look like a bird so I don't look so I can look conspicuous. Stop that feline! I love this bit. And you know what's coming when you hear it. Yep.
That'll be the last we see of them, eh, boys? Go on, off with the kitty litter with you. And don't come back anytime soon, you hear? It's gonna cost a fortune to repair me beautiful train. Oh, poor thing. Great work, Loss. We'll celebrate right away. Round the drinks on the house. You'll be paying, of course, won't you?
Well, it's not in the house,
You got your wallet, right?
Well, she's underage.
Well, here, you can give them your thingamabob. I'm sure they'll take those.
I'm not selling that, and that's not even the one, because that's because we're in the Challenge Road. Or if you were in a Death Wish. But yeah, I like how this. And by the way, if you really wanted to get your revenge on the Empress, you can whack her as much as you want. She can't do anything about it. She can't swipe you. She can't one-shot you. And I don't know why, but some of these guys' hats are a little bit weird, but some of them aren't. I don't know if that's like a mapping issue, or maybe that's just my computer. Like I said, some of these could just be my computer issue and just installing it, but there's nothing else for us to do. It's time to go to the next one. But this mod, an amazing mod. This is staying on my computer. In fact, all the Challenge Road ones are staying on my computer just for the fact that they're part of the Challenge Wish. Challenge Wish? Challenge Road. Same thing. But, you know, they're also mods. You could use mods to cheat if you want, if you can. I mean, you could easily do it here, but I'm going to play it normally because I'm a nice guy. So, we don't really need any hats, as she just does her little trick with the hats again. I just wanted Nico's hat because I'm in the Nico costume. I might do a costume change for the next episode, I'm not too sure. That's if I remember to do that. But yeah, well, basically it teases you by spawning you in front of a jump you cannot make. You've got to go back on yourself in order to go get this thing. So I want to go this way, jump here, ride the balloons. There we are. In fact, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to have the sprint hat on, because I prefer doing these jumps for this part, because I can do that to recover myself. Wait for the 2 blades. Oh, it was 3 blades, don't worry. I've still got the dash. Okay, we've got the hook shot, so we're going to swing over this way. Climb up this tetramino. And then we want to bounce on up. Don't need to do a wall jump if you don't want. And I was pressing X there on both my jumps there, and I didn't home attack each time. And they were right next to me, so I don't know what that's about. Certain things like that happen in Death Wish all the time, but here there's not really an excuse. So I'll just whack them instead. Come up here. I like how you can see all these bubbles just go around. I think I mentioned that before when we were going through the main story, but it's just like... These are so nice. So now we've got this massive zip line that literally goes all the way across, but if you remember from Alpine Skyline, you can't hop off these. And we just completely bypass what we're supposed to be going on to another section of the level. So yeah, you got to go back on yourself and then pretty much do the whole length of the level again in order to get the timepiece. This is actually quite a nice little time rift to go through. So what I'll need now is the Dweller Mask. You could just try and make a flying leap, but I don't see the point, to be honest. I'll just do this. Do it the way it's intended. Except for now, because I'm not going to risk timing that. There we are, because it's a green. Just wait for it to go round. I'm not going to rush. Going to take my time. So yeah, even though that was a very nice one, and it felt quite simple and short. Well, I say simple. Simple in terms of its progression, and short to a point. We're already up to like 25 minutes, so not counting the little intro. So yeah, it's still quite meaty, and like I said, it's like Operation Re-Rail. I mean, for when they first announced the second challenge road, the levels were in the opposite way, and I couldn't cover it immediately, which was like right after I did the first challenge road, which was like a day later, because loading in between the 2 levels did not want to work. I don't know if the fix was swapping the order, or if, you know, just doing something that, like, caused it, but I don't know. Yeah, this is quite interesting visually. And then it just bounces you over. And with that, we are done. We have made it. So, I believe now that we've completed a blue time rift, we should get a roulette spin. And if not, I'm going to get that when I go get the mod rift tokens myself. No, we actually get it now, so I shouldn't get it again when I go get the mod. I don't know if that was part of a patch as well, so we'll get to that. So, of course, I'll keep recording until I get the mod tokens myself in case, but if not, this could be the end of the episode today, because I was only going to cover the trophy. So, I forget what that is. That is, obviously there were some mods in here, as I've said before, and that hat is actually, well, that hat flare with Timmy's head is actually the same model for the rocket cap. It's just another sprint hat instead of a rocket cap like it was in beta, because it's supposed to be alongside the Timmy mod, but you can unlock it and anyone can wear it, which is why it's a hat flare. That colour, I can't remember what it is. I don't know if it's part of the main game, so I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to see what else I can get. Oh well, I'm going to get that, because that's actually kind of thematic. Let's press B, and the supporter conductor's hat. It's basically a hat kid, well, it's a hat kid's hat flare, so it just searches for the next thing, but it's the conductor's cap. And considering that we just did Operation Re-Rail, that is very thematical, and I'm glad that this recording has not glitched, because I've been checking every so often, because for whatever reason I had problems with that last episode, and I couldn't redo it because of the time constraints, so I hope you apologise for the quality on that. But yeah, so if there is if there's nothing else for me to do, I still need to go back and get the mod rift tokens by playing the levels again, which I'll do off screen. Yep, okay, so I had to actually so I just got my mod token, as you just saw right there, and it's actually giving me another spin for some reason. Oh well, free extra spin, I guess, so we'll just take it. That's a remix, so I'll take that. We haven't got all the remix, and that is actually an in-game remix. Your contract has expired orchestral mix. I actually did get this in a failed recording quite a while back in one of the actual 100% episode videos. So yeah, this will probably be spliced in before we actually leave this menu. We'll see our nice shiny little trophy on the main screen when we talk to the Mafia dude, because it's the first tab you see. We're actually wearing it. In fact, that's perfect, because we have... Yep, train conductor die. Here we are. Yeah, perfect! Absolutely perfect. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, I was trying to do the smugger dance, but I don't have that because I don't have Seal the Deal active. Duh! I was trying to be smug about it and I got gypped. But there we are. We have 2 trophies in the corner. That is 2 trophies on our save file. That is all the challenge roads thus far, so we haven't missed one yet. Of course, if we do miss any, I'll still get the trophy in my own time if I don't have time to actually record it. But if I do miss any challenge roads that I can't cover, I will do a video at some point that will just cover the levels singularly and count the mod tokens if I haven't already got them. So, I mean, if I do them on the challenge road, I still won't have the rift tokens, so that's when I'll show them if I miss a challenge road. So, getting all challenge roads is a priority for trophy sake, but for recording sake, if I don't have time, because I have to use 2 computers, one to play the game, one to record the footage, because my computer can't record and play the game at the same time without chugging, and the footage dropping frames and glitching out like buggery, with the screen capture with either OBS or XSplit. That's the thing. Plus, Roxio gives me better quality, technically, because I'm playing at 1080p, and I can do it that way. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of me blabbering. In the next episode of Hats Off to You, not really the best way to outro this, really, because it's whatever mods you suggest. Suggest mods in the description below, or on the Discord. You can talk to us on the Hat in Time chat in the Discord server of our Scatlink and the Nerd Herd. And with that, guys, see you in the next episode of Hats Off to You. Either be a challenge road, mods, or what have you. See you guys then.